Hi, welcome to Real Estate Radio LA. I am your host, Gil Azcarate, the Colombian Dream Team from Buga, Colombia, or Cali, Colombia. I am a Spanish-speaking Colombian born, but I have been here for a long time, and I am going to talk to you about my favorite topic. Most people's favorite topic is real estate. People love to talk real estate, the one that got away, the one that they bought, the one they made a bunch of money on. Right? And you want to don't take advice from your brother-in-law. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Take advice from me. 20 years of experience in real estate, from Orange County all the way to Lancaster. I've done it all. I've owned my own company. I've owned franchises. I've owned independents. I've bought at auctions. And I've been there in the good times and the bad times. So I'm trying to bring a value to the radio, right? And you see all these shows about pet shows and health shows and financing, politics and sports. But this one is dedicated to real estate right here in Los Angeles. There's another station that's running a nationwide real estate show. I just don't know what is Virginia got to do with Los Angeles. LA is its own different animal. It could be its own country. But I always say I'm saving the American dream one show at a time. And I'm telling you, you don't do things right, that American dream will turn into an American nightmare. So anything to do with real estate, please give me a call. My phone number is 818-632-8006. I'm going to repeat it many, many times, 818-632-8006. But I've got a special guest today. I got a friend of mine who's doing something different, and I love it. And I think it really relates to real estate. And we're going to tie it all into real estate. But Josh, welcome to the show. Josh from Pure Lux H2O. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Hey, Gil. Thanks so much for having me.
You're welcome. Tell me a little bit about you as a person. Tell me about your company, how long you've been, and then we'll take it from there.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I come from a finance background. I used to deal with student loans and consolidations, things like that. And I started my company, Pure Lux H2O, about 6-7 years ago. And, LA doesn't have the best quality water. And it was something that...
No way.
Yep.
No, you got me. Really? LA doesn't have good quality water. I'm shocked.
Yeah. Well, people think, we live in America, LA, we should have good quality water, but, California has hard water, and we have high levels of chemicals and, not just hardness, but we're finding chemicals. Even some parts of LA actually have high levels of lead, which is something that people don't think about or realize. So it's pretty crazy. So, it's something that we can help people reduce their carbon footprint, help them go green, and also help their health and wellness. So it's something I care deeply about.
I love that. But I'll tell you, you and I were talking about this earlier on the drive up here, and I was shocked about a couple things. But now lead, right? The more I talk to you, the more I learn. Lead. If you've sold or bought a house in the last 10 years, you will sign a lead-based paint disclosure like 10 or 15 times. And Josh, you're not old enough, but when we were growing up, and I mean this sincerely, when we were growing up in the 70s, they were running commercials on don't eat the paint chips off of your windowsill because they're full of lead. That's what I'm telling you. Nationwide commercials of kids peeling off the paint off the windowsill and eating them.
Wow.
That's because of the lead-based paint. Paints had lead back then. Most people are not eating the paint, right? But when you talk about it being in your water and it's going right to the source, right? That is an excellent. There's so many chemicals, but that one being lead is unbelievable. Tell us a little bit about what else is in the water, and tell me how you can, not tell me about it, how can you show me? Because when I had you at my house and you gave me this little demonstration, absolutely blew my mind. And the way you did it in such a thoughtful, methodical way, take me through that process.
Yeah, definitely. So, it was great seeing you and, testing your water at your home. Most water companies, when they, quote unquote, test the water, they'll just check for the hardness. California has hard water, So every home has hard water. It's just getting the measurement, the grain per gallon of hardness. But we go kind of above and beyond, where we check for not only the hardness of the water, we check for the chemicals. We know the city's adding chlorine, but now we're finding, PFAs in the water. We're finding chloramine, bromine, which, if ingested, turns into bromate, which is actually linked to, cancer. So really all these things that are in the water that we really don't care about, also heavy metals, bacteria, and things like that, so carcinogens. So we go, it's almost like a science lab where we send our account managers to test your water quality and show you exactly, it's one thing to tell you, but to actually physically see it with your own eyes, it's kind of mind-blowing.
Right. So the old school, and I don't see this happening anymore, and I don't know if they still do it, the pool guy would come in and take a little bit of water and put some drops in there and see the chlorine levels. It's basically the same thing you're doing, but for your drinking water, and you've got a whole house system. That's two different things. We're talking about the water you ingest in your mouth, but also when you take a shower, you are still absorbing those chemicals, correct?
Exactly, correct. So, when I was a kid, and I was in the swimming pool, and I got out of the pool, the first thing my mom told me is to take a shower, right? But now we're finding, now it's to take the chlorine off you. Now we're finding the same levels of chlorine in the house as opposed to the swimming pool. So it's pretty crazy. Obviously, every home is different. There's different levels of chlorine in each home, but, we don't know when the city, it's a variable thing, when the city last added the bleach, the chlorine, or the bromine to disinfect the water. The chlorine does have to be added to kill the bacteria, but it's not actually physically removing the bacteria. And those chemicals causes side effects where we have a lot of clients who have eczema and other skin conditions, itchy skin, dry eyes, itchy eyes, and that's stemming from the water.
Right. When you bring up a great point. So if you get a lot of people say, I want my pool guy to come to my house and I want him to clean my pool on a Friday because I'm going to have the kids over on Saturday. And I don't realize the chemical obviously is so much higher the next day after you pour it in, as opposed to if you put it in on a Wednesday, Tuesday, or Monday. To your point, the city does the same thing.
Exactly. That's exactly right. And then to kind of go back to what you were saying about the drinking water, so we do the whole house system, and we do a custom-built system to your home. So when we do the water test, we see exactly what the levels are to your home, and then we custom-build the system to remove what we find in your water for the whole house. Now, how is that related to real estate? We see really hard water in different parts of the city, and that can damage appliances. You have these beautiful homes in different areas of LA, and people spending, thousands on their appliances, faucets, different things. And within a couple months, we see them really damaged with the scale, the buildup, those white spots. Sometimes the faucet's even deteriorating depending on the hardness. So it's a shame to see, all this money being spent on the homes. Not only that, but also on our bodies. We take care of our bodies. We try to be healthy, but we see really dry skin, damaged hair, and it's all stemming from the water quality. So our water softeners can definitely be an asset to your home, where it can help the longevity of your pipes and the appliances in your home.
Right, and it gets absorbed. If you're in a hot, steamy shower, those chemicals are being absorbed through your pores, right? So you're taking care of all that, not just the drinking water or filter underneath the sink. You're talking about all the water that's coming into your home, not into your pool, not into your lawn, into your home.
Exactly. Essentially, these systems will clean the water coming out of any, spigot, your washing machine, your dishwasher, any water in the home will be treated and clean water. And then going back to the drinking water, we talked earlier today about, your fridge has a filter. You have a filter, so it's clean water. So the fridge filters, it's just a carbon block. So all that does is remove the chemicals, but that's not removing all the other things, sediment, bacteria, other things that are in the water. And that kind of goes to the TDS of the water. So when we're talking about drinking water, we talked about the total dissolved solids in the water. So if I were to get a meter and to test your fridge, and to test the TDS of that, it'll be the same level as your tap water. So all it's doing is removing the chlorine and the chemicals, but the TDS, the total dissolved solids of the water, are still very high. Why is that bad? Well, that's because if you're drinking your fridge water and it's the same dissolved solids as your tap water, then that's way too high of minerals, and depending on where you live, it could be anywhere between 200 to 400 to even 500 part per million. And over time, if you're drinking a lot of that water, over time that could cause kidney stones and other, side effects.
Yeah, you mentioned that to me on the drive up here, and I said, whoa, right. It never hit me. Calcium development on your, in your dishwasher and on your shower head, that's calcium. I get kidney stones. I just produce them. I can drink as much water as I can all day, every day, and I still produce them. I just had kidney surgery, right, as you know. So now I'm thinking, oh my gosh, now I'm drinking calcium, which I have to regulate. I can't take in much more calcium. I can't take vitamins and supplements because they're so full of calcium, and here it is, it's in the drinking water. And I'm going to challenge my listeners right now. When was the last time you changed your water filter in your refrigerator? Okay? That's the minimum. Now, that's what you're drinking in. How about what you're taking in on the shower? And it's coming into your pores. I'm telling you, you do not realize how big of an investment this is for your health, right? And for the environment. All these plastic bottles that we're using are going somewhere. Where are they going, Josh?
Well, they're typically going to landfills or the ocean, unfortunately. And, people talk, in LA, we're really big on recycling, which is great and all, but America and LA, we just go through so much plastic, so many bottles, so many not reusable, but one-time use plastics, and we're going through so many that it ends up in the trash. We're shipping them to third world countries, and they just can't handle the amount of plastic and single-use plastics that we use, and they just end up in the landfills or the ocean, and it's unfortunate because that's the exact opposite of what we want, and that's the whole vision and mission of Pure Lux H2O, is to reduce our carbon footprint, and we're glad to say that we've reduced thousands and thousands with our drinking systems because they sit in a stainless steel tank, and it's reusable water, and our clients will never run out of water. So it's a crazy statistic, Gil, where people are ingesting about a credit card worth of microplastics every week.
Yeah, you told me about that. Listen, we're going to take a break real quick. I want everybody to get your number, and then can you stay on? Can you stay on for a little bit?
Yeah.
Love to have you. Okay, this is Josh at 818-570-8130. That's 818-570-8130. PureLuxH2O.com. We'll be back right after this. Hold on.
All right.
All right, buddy. So we're going to take a break. So it's going great. Going great. I love it. I think the next thing we're going to do is, we talked about calcium. So free testing. We'll talk about free testing. I want to start off by kicking the can down the road, like you said about the bottles. I want to talk about that a little bit. Okay. So we talked about health. We talked about the environment. We talked about drinking water. And then Pure Lux, Lux, H2O. Okay, I'm going to promote that real quick.
Yep.
And then what do you want to get down? Do you want to get to cost? What was the other things that we want to end up with? So we got
so the drinking systems, it's just a monthly payment, a low monthly payment starting at $45 a month, to say that. And then as far as the whole house systems, it's a free water test, no obligation, and just see what's going on in your water, give us a call, no obligation, see how we can help.
Do you buy or lease, or is it just a purchase?
The drinking system, you could just do a monthly rental.
Yeah, the whole house system.
And the whole house system is a buy, but we offer lease-to-own programs where it's a monthly payment. Financing option to own.
Buy or lease to own. All right. And then the other one was the maintenance. And we'll talk about that.
Yes, we offer warranties on our system, and the filters don't need to be changed in every 18 months, every year and a half for the drinking systems.
Yeah, those are going to be the questions I'm going to ask you. So when we get back, get back on the break. So we're going to go back right into it. Josh, JJ, you let us know when we're ready.
All set.
Welcome back to Real Estate Radio LA. I am your host, Gil Azcarate, saving the American dream one show at a time. We've got Josh here from Pure Lux H2O, and that's Pure Lux, like luxury, Lux, H2O.com. And his phone number is 818-570-8130. Josh, right before the break, we were talking about kicking the can down the road, but we're kicking the plastic bottle down the road. And the United States is taking these plastic bottles, and there's no place to put them here in the U.S., and they're shipping them to China. And we're going to trust that China is doing the right thing. What? Are we kidding ourselves? We are shipping this stuff to China and these third world countries because we don't have enough landfill. So your dedication to do your part in eliminating these plastics. But you brought up a great point when you said we're ingesting a credit card of plastic in our system just from our drinking bottles?
Yeah, people don't realize, these plastic bottles. A lot of people now know not to leave it in the sun. There's been so many news articles to not leave your plastic bottle, in your car and drink it because it tastes like plastic. Well, that's the microplastics that you're ingesting. But what about these bottles that are sitting on these trucks, or these 5-gallon jugs that are sitting on trucks? They're already heated up, and the microplastics have already leached into the water. And, people don't really think about that before it even gets to them. So with us, you're getting it directly from the source, and it's sitting in a stainless steel tank where you're not really ingesting any microplastics because it's not being held in plastic.
That's fantastic. We talked about a free test. Okay, so the first step is somebody calls you at 818-570-8130. They set up an appointment, and you're going to go to their house and test their water, not somebody else's water, not a general specific. It's going to be not general. It's going to be very specific to their neighborhood, their water, their faucet, and you do that for free. Correct?
Correct, yes. We do a free water test directly at your kitchen sink. We test the tap water right there. We show you exactly what's going on. We'll show you the numbers. We actually do some tests where you can visually see how bad your water quality is. And then no obligation. We just show you the results. And then we'll custom build a system based on the water test results, what we found, and we'll show you that it will remove everything we found. We actually have a guarantee that after we do the installation, we'll come back and do the water test again for free to show you that the system is actually working.
Wow, that's fantastic. So if you're on a budget and you just want to get the drinking water, you can get something for under your sink just for the drinking water, and you don't have to get the whole house system, correct?
Correct, yeah. The drinking system is very affordable. It starts at $45 a month. It's a purified water or purified alkaline water, depending on what option you want. We bring a sample for our clients as well, so you can taste the difference and which one you like or prefer, and we kind of take it from there. We are having a special right now, Gil, that if you do a whole house system, we throw in the drinking system for free.
That's fantastic.
So, yeah.
And then you've got a buy and you've got a lease to own program, so you'll help people with financing. So if you're gonna be in your house for the next 5 years, you're not planning on moving, I highly recommend this. Okay, it's very, very smart. Okay, let's be smart about our health. Let's be smart about the environment, and let's really do our part. Now, is there a maintenance involved, or is there a maintenance contract? Because you're having this system come in and it's taking in a big chunk of water. And that filter and that system needs to be updated every once in a while, right? Tell me a little bit about the maintenance program.
Yeah, definitely. So all of our systems come with a warranty, so it's fully covered. And the drinking systems, typically the filters need to be changed. It depends on the water quality, but every year to year and a half, the filters need to be changed, and our technicians will come out, do that for you. And then for the whole house systems, everything is actually programmed and digital. So the system is a self-cleaning system. Our clients don't have to do anything. If they go with the salt-based system, they have to fill it up every 6 months, or we offer a salt delivery, and our technicians will handle that for our clients as well.
So you'll give them the salt, and they can just refill it, or
yeah,
they can have you do it.
we actually refill it for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Anything else you want to add? I mean, I know you've got every system is different, and I know you custom make it, and I know I'm telling you guys right now, Josh is not high pressure. He's a very educated, very professional business person who really has his heart in the right place of just saving the environment and saving people's health and get rid of, all these toxins that are in our water, and people are getting sick all the time and we don't know what it is and we're drinking it. So anything else you want to wrap up with, Josh?
No, yeah, I appreciate it, Gil. Yeah, it's definitely not high pressure. We just want to show our, clients or potential clients that, what's going on with your water quality. If you're having any health conditions or skin issues, or if you have a smell or odor in the water, definitely give us a call. If you want to go green, give us a call. There's no obligation. It's a free water test. Just see what's going on, and then you can make that decision from there.
Tell us how we can get a hold of you, buddy.
Yeah, give us a call at 818-570-8130, or check us out online, pureluxh2o.com. We're 5-star rated. We've been voted Daily News Best Regis Choice Award for Best Green Living Company in LA. And I appreciate you, Gil, for having me on. My mom always told me I had a face for radio, so
you do.
Appreciate you for having me on.
You do have a face for radio, buddy. Thank you, Josh. I really, really appreciate it. God bless you. I don't know if we can still say that in country. JJ, can we still say that in this country?
Can, yes.
We still can say that in this country. God bless you, buddy. We'll talk soon.
Take care.
That was Josh from PureLuxH2O.com. Check him out. Invest in yourself. Invest in your family. At least learn about what we're talking about. This is real estate radio, and this is one of the best things that I can tell you to do for your house, for your family. We're going to talk about in the future, we're going to talk about solar power. We're going to talk about all this other stuff that you can add. Everyone's trying to sell you something, right? But there's a real benefit there. And if you think the government and our local government is taking care of your water and doing everything that's right and perfect, I'm probably going to disagree 100%. And that is your responsibility. As the leader of the pack, I'm talking to you, sellers, and just reach out to me. You've got my phone number, 818-632-8006. That's 632-8006. Tell me what you want to talk about. Give me a topic, something interesting, something that happened. I love my listeners. They call me, they want to tell me a long story. I've sort of been in this business a long time. I've heard it all. But if there's something that you feel like is interesting, like I'm going to talk about home warranty. I'm going to talk about solar. We talked about title theft in the last few shows, right? We're going to talk about all those items of people just coming at you and trying to take your money, right? And there's some that are worth it, and there's some that aren't, and I'm going to give you my opinion, and hopefully it's worth something. But when it comes to real estate, I talked about this, about don't get a discount broker. Don't. But get a broker who's okay with giving you a discount. Big difference, right? Don't sacrifice on your biggest investment. Don't go cheap on your biggest investment. You didn't buy the cheapest car. You don't go to the 99-cent store every time. Why don't you get good quality stuff at an economical price? That's what you want. You don't want cheap. You just don't want to pay a lot. What I've got some USPs, unique selling propositions. If you want to be a for sale by owner and you want to show it, I will do all the paperwork and all the marketing for you. And you just show the property. People are open to that. Some people aren't, right? Some people are, want control. And who comes at what time and you want to show them around? Great. 1%. I will do that for 1%, right? We're going to talk about property management coming up real soon and why you should have a property manager. Don't make the mistake yourself. Your wife is going to kill you, right? She will kick your butt if you find the wrong tenant. And wrong tenants know how to disguise themselves. So be careful there. Remember, we're talking about LA, the most litigious city and the most litigious state and the most litigious country in the world. Welcome to LA, right? If you're going to stay, cover your butt. If you're not, and you want to take your money and run, I don't blame you, right? On our future shows, you're going to have to find out. You're going to have to tune in. I've only got 30 seconds, but I wanted to just say how grateful I am to be here at 870 The Answer. I just believe in what their message is. Dennis Prager and all the big names here, and I am just proud to be here. Anything to do with real estate, my Latinos, brothers and sisters, Gilberto Azcarate. Hablo español, soy colombiano. Llámame 818-632-8006. And I am here to serve anything to do with real estate. This is Gil Azcarate with Real Estate Radio LA. God bless you. God bless America. Hey, JJ, again, can I still say that in this country?
Yeah.
According to JJ, I still can. I'll have to talk to the lawyers. God bless everybody. Talk to you real soon.
Excellent.